Okay, so let's make a perfect peach galette today. We're going to start off with my perfect flaky pie crust, which is flour, salt, sugar, all mixed in together, and then add some chilled cube butter, toss to coat it, and then smush the butter pieces between your fingers and then toss them in the flour so you can break them up again. And you should get butter pieces that are about that size and smaller in your flour. Next, add the liquid and mix it in with a fork or your fingers, just like I am, and add the liquid a little bit at a time. Make sure it's nice and chilled, and then toss the butter and flour mixture with the liquid until the dough starts to stick together like that. Place the dough on parchment paper and then use that to bring the dough together. Since I made enough to make 2 crusts, I'll be dividing the dough in half and then shaping each portion into a nice dough disc, and then using the parchment paper to wrap it up and then let it chill in the fridge. While the crust is chilling, it's time to make the peach filling. The first step is to pit the peaches and then slice them fairly thick, about 1/4 inch thick, and place all the slices of peaches in a large bowl. Mix the cornstarch with the sugar, especially if you're using instant clear gel like I am, and then add that to the peaches and toss it to coat. Also mix in lime or lemon juice, thyme or cinnamon, salt, vanilla as well, and set the peaches aside until you get the pie crust ready. Roll out your chilled pie dough on a floured surface until you get a circle that's roughly between 14 to 15 inches in diameter. Don't worry about having uneven, jagged edges, because you can make them nice and smooth like I'm doing here. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle though. The next step is to place the peach slices in the middle of the pie crust. You can place them in a nice pattern like I'm doing here in the video, or do what I usually do when I make this at home and pile all the peaches in the middle in a big heap. Make sure to leave a pie crust border of about 2 inches so you can fold it over the peach filling like you see in the video. I like to make small cuts on the pie crust so that it overlaps and folds over the peach filling better, like you see here. And then you see me doing that again, and use some water to make sure that the pie dough sticks together really well. Once the pie crust has been folded over the peach filling and the peach filling is nice and sealed in within the pie crust, transfer it to a parchment paper and let the pie crust chill a little bit again before you get it ready for baking. Sprinkle any remaining sugar on top and dot the peaches with a little bit of butter. Don't forget that egg wash and a little sprinkling of raw sugar, and then bake your galette. Allow your galette to cool down a little bit so that the peach filling can set before you slice into it and serve it to your friends. Serve that beautiful slice of peach galette while it's still a little bit warm with a very generous scoop of ice cream or creme fraiche, or even whipped cream on top. This dessert is so easy to make, and the peaches are so juicy and delicious, and the crust is so buttery and flaky. You can get my step-by-step recipe on my website, theflavorbender.com, and I'll see you next time with a new recipe.